Here in Salem, it is partly cloudy and 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Now to Kathleen and Danielle with the news.
Now we have some unusual but unfortunate news today.
There's been a series of murders in the counties of Suffolk, Essex, and Middlesex. This event has been named the Salem Witch Trials. Reports say that over 200 people were accused of being a witch and practicing witchcraft, 20 of which were executed, and 17 people died while imprisoned.
The hunt began when Elizabeth Parris, her cousin Abigail Williams, and Ann Putnam experienced so-called fits, in which they screamed, threw things, uttered peculiar sounds, and contorted themselves. Dr. William Griggs soon diagnosed them with bewitchment. When asked who was afflicting them, the girls named Tituba, the Caribbean slave serving the Parris family, Sarah Good, a homeless woman, and Sarah Osborne, an elderly impoverished woman.
All three women were brought before the law official. Osborne and Good both pled innocent, but Tituba admitted to the following. "The devil came to me and bid me serve him." She described elaborate images of black dogs, red cats, yellow birds, and a black man who wanted her to sign his book. She admitted that she signed the book and said there were several other witches looking to destroy the Puritans. Tituba reported that signing the book consisted of the man pricking your finger and drawing an X with the blood of your finger on a page of his book. Tituba remained in jail until sold to a new master, and her whereabouts now are unknown.
Next, Abigail Williams, the niece of Samuel Parris, accused Rebecca Nurse, a respected churchgoer and matriarch, of witchcraft. More than 40 friends testified that she was not a witch, and she declared innocent. But after a mishap of panicked children, the court reconsidered Nurse as a witch, and she was found guilty, later to be hanged. All of the Nurse family was attacked by the accusations. Then Elizabeth Proctor and her sister were accused of witchcraft. Elizabeth could not be hanged because she was pregnant. On the day of the examination, John Proctor, Elizabeth's husband, was incarcerated and became known as the first male to be accused of witchcraft.
But even though John Proctor was the first male to be accused, he was not the only male accused. George Burroughs was a former minister and accused by several girls of practicing witchcraft. It was said that a witch could not recite word for word from the Bible, but as the rope was going around his neck, Burroughs recited a prayer from the Bible, which meant that he could not have been a witch. The officials overseeing the execution decided to hang him anyway. We have a witness to the Burroughs incident.
Hi.
So how is the crowd's reaction to the hanging of George Burroughs?
Oh my Lord, they were all for it initially, and then all of a sudden he came up with a prayer. It felt bad. Real bad.
What is your opinion about it?
Well, I think they should have stopped the hanging.
Really?
They should have stopped the hanging. It was bad. It was horrible. Oh, I still feel, my stomach still hurts.
Do you think the officials feel bad for doing what they did?
I don't think so. They went ahead and hung him anyway. That just ain't right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
2 months after George Burroughs was hung, Increase Mather passed a law that no spectral evidence, which was testimonies about dreams and visions, was to be used in court because it couldn't be considered as tangible evidence. 2 months later, 49 out of the 52 people still alive were released from imprisonment.
Giles Corey was the only accused victim to be pressed. This means that the sheriff made Corey lie on the ground and placed rock after rock on him until either he confessed or died. When they asked if he was ready to affirm, he said, "More rocks, please."
The madness of the trial slowly came to a halt when Governor Phipps's wife was accused of witchcraft. He ordered that there be no more arrests. Later on, he decided that the accusations were false and unfair. He then let everyone out of imprisonment and pardoned the accused. The state compensated the families of the victims £600.
Unfortunately, the government in Salem seems to believe they can rid the citizens of Salem of their feelings of loss with a £600 compensation.
That's a wrap for the Salem Witch Trials. Now to Mike for sports. We have some unusual but unfortunate news today.
No, pause it. Here in Salem, it is partly cloudy and currently 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Now to you and Danielle.
Hey, Ma. How are you? You supposed to interview me or something?
I thought you were.
Hi.
Hi. So, what was the crowd's reaction to the George Burroughs hanging?
Oh my Lord, they were all over the place. That poor lady was up there on the, and all of a sudden she came up with the.
It was
with,
a guy.
With the prayer. She.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that.